Hey, what's up, boys and girls? It's Jared Sunder here, and I don't really talk about Halo too much anymore. I know I'm primarily promoting short content, but today is a day unlike any other day. I would say that today is probably the worst day for Halo since the announcement of Halo Infinite's delay in 2020. There have been significant layoffs within 343. It looks, as of right now, as if roughly 15 to 20% of the working staff has been terminated. Now, as I'm uploading this, I'm kind of pushing this video out rather quickly, so I'm going to try and post sources to everything that I'm saying in this video, but just know that I'm going to kind of put the video out first, and then I'm going to get the sources embedded in the description kind of as I can and recite them, because there's a lot of information coming in really quickly, and I have to digest it very quickly, and I just want to get this out here to talk to you guys about it, because I really would like to know you guys' thoughts, and I want to put my thoughts out here about it. I think as bad as the delay was in 2020 for Halo Infinite, I think actually that it's entirely possible that this is a worse moment for Halo Infinite than the delay. Seeing as 343 was just restructured a few months ago and completely they completely reassessed sort of how the company was, they restructured the company. New CEOs, new people in charge, and 3 different leads basically splitting off Bonnie Ross's position. Joe Staten is out. Joe Staten is out. It looks like the vast majority, or at least a good chunk of people that were just terminated from 343 Industries with a campaign staff for Halo Infinite, which is bad, because it means that, one, it confirms what we already theorized with Technical Halo's sort of reference to it, saying that the campaign expansion plans that they had for Halo Infinite have been shit-canned. They're canceled. They're not happening. We're not getting any expansion to the Halo campaign whatsoever. We're not getting anything else. Actually, Technical Halo seems to believe that we won't even be seeing anything campaign-related until minimum 2026, and that's conservative. That's crazy. That is genuinely crazy. Now, Joe Staten leaving is especially concerning on this regard because Joe Staten very likely was the driving force behind those changes. It is entirely possible that Joe Staten was planning to stay with 343 Industries and to kind of work on the story elements, but considering that they're not even prioritizing that slightly, indicates that there's no reason for him to be even attached to 343 Industries right now. This is actually so bad in my perspective. It's actually so bad because we kind of got somebody who was one of the driving forces for the original creative vision of Halo. We had him back. We had a chance to re-cultivate the flames of what made Halo stories so interesting and so fascinating so long ago. And it looks like they blew it. It looks like they blew it, and all of these layoffs are going to completely destroy that. In fact, what seems to be being prioritized now, if anything, is the multiplayer component of the game almost exclusively. Problem is, multiplayer isn't doing any numbers. So what's very likely actually happening is that they're shifting all gears toward Battle Royale, if I had to guess. And they're hoping to ship that as soon as possible and get it into people's hands so they can turn around the sort of PR nightmares that Halo Infinite, and Halo as an IP in general, has had consistently back to back. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, the way that this information has come out, it honestly indicates that there are serious problems within 343 Industries still to this day, and I think it's actually very possible that Microsoft has still not been satisfied with 343 and is significantly disappointed in them and may actually consider dissolving the company. Now, I don't have anything officially reporting that, so take that with a grain of salt. That's just personal hyperbole and what I think it is possibly on the cards. I think it is possible that Microsoft may retire the Halo IP and might actually dissolve 343 Industries and just send all those people onto different studios or just completely wipe them out. We're actually on the verge of a recession, and this is likely something that's preluding that, and you're probably going to see a lot more big tech firings and things like that. What happened with Twitter is kind of like the first can to be kicked down the road, or sort of the first domino to fall, and the rest of it is sort of windfall coming from that. But the fact that the teams that are being fired, and the multiplayer teams are being prioritized, the people that I have seen on Twitter so far that I can confirm without a doubt have been being terminated primarily are people like the esports team, the marketing and media team, and the story team. I would not be surprised to find out that people, like people that do a lot of the graphic design for Halo Infinite are being terminated as well. because there's a lot of people in those positions. I know for certain there's quite a few people in those positions, and they very well may consider those people to be redundant now. This is scary. This is really, really scary. I'm really, really worried that Microsoft has maybe threatened 343 and told them that if they don't get their act together soon and if this Battle Royale does not deliver, that they either retire the IP for a long period of time or they dissolve 343 Industries and put the franchise to sleep for a long time until they can figure out what to do with it, a la Banjo-Kazooie. That's a scary proposition, but you have to look at this from a purely business standpoint and realize that 343's Halo product have consistently under-delivered. Every single time that 343 has produced a Halo product, it has under-delivered. The only thing I can think of that may not have under-delivered was Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. And even then, there were expectations that were met with that were kind of fell short of what people were hoping for in terms of the art direction. But that's neither here nor there. Halo 4 completely butchered Halo's multiplayer and disappointed the classic fans of the franchise and really alienated a large portion of them. Halo 5 doubled down on the worst decisions, and they also decided to launch Halo 5 incomplete. Not launching with a Forge mode was really, really bad. Having it delayed by a month or two. I can't remember exactly how long it was before Forge dropped on Halo 5, but that was terrible. The story was not good, so that game came out terrible. And then Infinite followed suit with the worst servicification of a game that I've ever seen. It was extremely ill-conceived, the way that they went about it. The store was really egregious. The coding system was awful, frankly. The multiplayer, to this day, still has fundamental issues that you can experience by simply logging onto the game and playing a single match of it. You will experience issues within the game. The campaign was extremely rushed and limited in comparison to what we were expecting from it. It is very, very barely able to be considered an open world. It is arguably worse than the sort of repetitive Ubisoft style of open world designs. So, the case in point, 343 Industries has never really delivered on Halo like they were supposed to. The closest they came to actually delivering was like the first week that Infinite came out, when people just had that initial bite to eat, and then they realized that the rest of the meal was completely unmade. Halo Infinite didn't get Forge until a year after the launch. Straight up. Did not get Forge until a year after launch. It's not got Infection. We don't even know when Infection's coming. We still haven't heard anything from it. We don't know what the hell is going on with the servicification of the game whatsoever. We have literally no clue when major features that we're anticipating are coming to Halo Infinite, and we're not going to know anytime soon. The problem is, Microsoft has consistently not had the correct prioritization for the Halo IP. Now, you can say all you want to about 343 Industries and their inability to release a game in a steadfast or a sort of a solid manner. But the problem is, when a company consistently does this and you wait 11 years to actually make a decision to change that, who is at fault? Is Bonnie Ross the problem, or is Microsoft the problem for not being willing to transition her out of her position? That's something that's worth thinking about. Anyway, guys, I wanted to get my thoughts out here. I felt like I needed to vent about this because I'm genuinely frightened for the future of Halo, and I don't know what to expect. I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope that Halo doesn't die, but at this point, it might actually be what needs to happen. We might need to not have Halo for a good 10 years because the IP is in such distress right now. It hurts to see the game like this, genuinely. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys subscribe if you enjoyed the content and all the other stupid generic content creator lines.